This is Jeff.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like to do a quick interview?
No.
Before I do that, you're gonna be fine. I don't know. See, I saw that red light.
Hey, look at it.
Hello and welcome to the Independent Dealer Podcast, a very special episode today. You know, Luke, I say that a lot. I probably need to stop saying very special because then nothing's special.
Well, you know, Jeff, you are special, and so
Special, yeah.
every episode is special because of you.
I should say this is a different episode. So we just barely got back from Buy Here, Pay Here United 2026 down at the Sneezer's Palace in Las Vegas. It was eventful, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was a lot of fun. I tell you, I just love talking to dealers, and you know, I was exhausted though. I can tell you, if most of the if not if I probably was not as nice as I normally am to dealers at times, because I was just tired. I had been working all weekend and then roll over there. You wouldn't let me get to sleep. I had to go out partying all night with you. And
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, next thing I know, I don't even know my name.
Most people go in, like they leave Vegas beat up and tired, but you actually rolled into Vegas already beat up and tired.
I did. And so I was trying to get some rest out there, and it just didn't happen.
I think everybody did. And it was great. I mean, honestly, we had a lot of good feedback, talked to a lot of dealers, a lot going on in the industry right now. What I found interesting and what we're going to talk about in this episode, just to set up what you guys are about to hear, is what we call our man on the street segment. So if you're not familiar with the podcast, when we go to these conventions, we like to just interview dealers, find out what is going on the ground level. What are dealers struggling with? Why would you fly across the country and show up to convention? What are you hoping to learn? What are your takeaways that are going to pay for this trip? So really the practical stuff that everybody's dealing with day to day.
Yeah. And there's always the same questions, Jeff. And I was going back and forth with somebody that wanted me to come do some consulting. And I told him, I said, man, this is whack-a-mole. Our business is whack-a-mole. And it's however quick you can get that hammer on top of that mole is how good you're going to be. And unfortunately, dealers that don't come to convention and don't go to 20 group and don't interact with people, they don't have a big enough hammer to fix the problems. And it's the same problems. It's inventory, it's recon, it's collections, and sales are easy when it comes to buy here, pay here, Jeff. But they'll put you out of business if you don't do them right.
Absolutely. Speaking of, I just barely today signed my collector up for your boot camp. So
Wow.
Wendy's going to come out to Atlanta next month. When is it?
It's
14th of May.
Thursday, May 14th at the Homewood Suites at Atlanta Airport. I just can't wait. I love training collectors. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Was the hotel like a bargain?
It is like $150, something like that. And
Sweet. So that's an interesting decision.
well, hey, there's a way we like to do it. Homewood Suites was good for us because we're able to bring in our food. It keeps the cost down.
Yeah, that's true. The rooms have kitchens. So we all go to your room. You're going to cooking everyone breakfast, lunch, and dinner out of Luke's hotel room. So that's
No,
great.
a lot of these places, they have these huge minimums. And what we want to do is make sure that it's affordable for dealers. And I think the price point's right at $300, might be a little less than that. I don't know, getting later now, it might have gone up. But the thing is this, it's affordable, it's close. If you go to these other places, and we've all been to convention and see what the food setup is, I mean, it's fantastic. But you start to listen to what it costs for you to be there, it's just not feasible. So we like to not do it on the cheap. We like to do it at nice hotels and bring in our food and just really be there to interact with the dealer at a low cost, easy in, easy out type situation.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. Atlanta is a good spot to do it because it is almost a direct flight from anywhere in the country.
Almost from the world. And it's drivable for so many Southeastern dealers. And that's what really makes sense. Go to godwinconsultinggroup.com, get signed up Thursday, May 14th. We are almost full, Jeff. So you need to get on it right now.
Yeah, collections bootcamp with AI.
With AI. We're going to learn all about the AI.
And the title of anything, and it's like, boom, everyone's there.
It's like .com from the early 2000s, man. No, but
.com. It must be good.
if people aren't using AI in every portion of their business, you're going to be so far behind, you're not going to be able to catch up.
Yeah, awesome. So we back to our episode. You are going to hear stuff from dealers all over the country, what their pain points are, what they're struggling with, what they hope to learn at convention. So hopefully you can relate. Hopefully it gets you excited to come to more of these with us and show up and meet people and find the answers to your problems. But Luke, anything else before we get this started?
Really take to heart what dealers are saying, because what's interesting is that most dealers are going through the same thing. And if you don't get to these things, you may feel like you're on an island, but you're not. All dealers are suffering. And the best way to get better is to interact with other dealers. Don't commiserate. Don't be like, oh my God, this guy's bullying, I can't fix it. You can fix it. It's just whether you want to fix it or not.
Absolutely. All right, here it goes.
Let's go!
Okay, let's make sure we're
Come, yeah, see, you step here, we'll step here, we'll sit around this.
Okay, we're live. We're ready.
Hey Jeff, we got some friends again.
Yeah.
And these guys are super social.
They are.
Yes.
It's a familiar face, man. I see these guys on my Instagram all the time. Josh and Billy from Allrich Autos. Where are you guys from? What's the name of your dealership?
So, hey guys, we are Josh and Billy Allrich, Allrich Auto ATL out of Atlanta. And we love these guys as well. We've been following them for a while now. I'm happy we finally made it to the show.
Well, I mean, we get to see y'all a bunch, and I do follow you on Instagram. Y'all are doing great things. Why are you here this time?
Man, we're just trying to get the knowledge. We're soaking up the game, and we come to these things every other year. And I feel like this year has been so different for us because we actually know what this business is about now, and we have our own experience with it, been around for so long. And just to get this knowledge from everybody else, like this last session we were in about knowing the numbers, that right there is like, we're going to go back and kill it. Bro.
I got a good one for you. When I first started the business, I was selling from my apartment. I used to watch you guys. On my walk, I take my walks every morning. I used to watch you guys. I'm like, man, one day. I kept talking about buy your pay here and all this other, the car business. We finally got a lot, and then we took off from there.
Billy, what'd you do before?
I was in the entertainment business.
Entertainment.
Of course he was.
I wasn't in the entertainment business.
Definitely entertainers.
I got fired and said I would never work for nobody again. And I went to the auction one time and fell in love and never.
He was buying my first car.
I bought his first car.
Going to college.
A Honda Civic. I got it for $2,500. He had it for a few months, and then he had to go to college. I sold it for $3,500.
Off to the races. I love it.
Man,
love it.
We just kept buying and selling.
What I love about Billy is this guy's like a database, man. You ask him what car he sold last Thursday and how many miles and what he paid for it, what he sold it for, he knows.
Man, I remember those days. And a customer could walk on the lot, and it'd be 10 years ago. I sold a car. I could tell him the color and make of a car. I mean,
Something like that.
it endears you. It endears you with your customers, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be that way. And I'm still that way to this day. There's nothing on our cars. I have everything in my head. You got to talk to me. I'm very personable. I want to, meet everybody, shake everybody's hand.
And another thing is, I love the business. I'll get this for free. Well, I don't, but
You would do it for free.
I just do it for free because I get up in the morning. I'm on my Bank of America, see how much money we got, see what I can buy, what we can sell.
So-
we keep it pushing.
Y'all are professionals at marketing. Can you just tell the audience what's the best thing you could do today to market yourself and your dealership?
Yeah, well, first of all, this tax season, in about 60 days, we did about 130 cars. Wow. And majority, about 80 to 90% were from TikTok and Instagram. So I'll tell every dealer is like, I know, I don't want to be on there or whatever. TikTok's not for me. You don't have to go on there. Like my dad doesn't show his face. I'm on there, but I've had people that work for me and I've created their own personalities just from it. And it's like, well, you got to focus on cars. So even if I almost troll in a way where I'm advertising my 200,000 mile car for $1,000 down, $150 a week. Then the customer, so I always advertise my customers. You go to Allrich Auto page, you're gonna see a lot of happy customers. And you can kind of get a personality for who we are through Instagram. And every dealership should be able to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think the key phrase there was show your personality. So that's the whole point, right? Because they endear to you through the videos they see, and then when they show up, they already know you.
Exactly.
People want to buy from someone they know and like.
I've seen you before. Like, who are you?
Yeah, I'm shaking the customer's hand before they even come inside. So they're like, "Hey, John, I mean, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be buying from you." So it's like, I can sell them anything, but I'm gonna still put them in something that's gonna work, because if it doesn't work, you're not gonna pay me. So yeah.
I love it, guys. Thanks for being here, man. I love the energy.
Appreciate you guys, man. Keep doing what you guys doing.
Appreciate it, man.
All the new dealers.
Hey, sorry to break in real quick, but make sure you guys know about Buckeye, longtime awesome sponsor of the podcast and who I use for all my reinsurance products.
I can't thank them enough for teaching me so much about reinsurance over the years and coming up with new products and new ways to get my portfolio secured. My customers have options on warranties and service contracts, gap. I mean, it's just been great, Jeff.
It's absolutely been a great way for me to build wealth, put away some money. So if you are a buy here, pay here, lease here, pay here, or a retail dealer, it works for all dealers. You can set up a reinsurance company. You can insure your own. Stop giving money to those third-party providers that aren't going to cover your stuff anyways. Keep it in-house. Call the guys and girls over at Buckeye Risk Services and get set up ASAP.
This all the time.
You see us all the time?
I listen to you all the time.
Oh, I'm Luke Godwin. This is Jeff.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like to do a quick interview?
No. Cool. Yeah, I got that. Let's take you there. That's simple. This is in the gym and I'm on it.
Will you tell them that? Mary Lewis, we're just going to ask you who you are, where you from, and why are you here this week? You hope to learn. And what you learned from us.
Okay.
Nothing, absolutely zero.
So here we are with Mary Lewis. Mary,
Hi.
she's scared, y'all.
Well,
Tell us, where are you from, your dealership?
Carmichael's, Pennsylvania.
Okay. And what's the name of your dealership?
Michael's Auto Six.
You're not Michael. Who's Michael?
Michael's somewhere in another class, right?
Okay, so Michael's somewhere.
Michael's not lost. She's the brains. Michael's just the name. So, Mary, what do you hope to learn this weekend being here at Buy Here, Pay Here United?
Something on collections mostly, and
Collections.
collections and tightening up the accounting.
Good. That's very important this time of the year. Did you sell much cars in tax season?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. But now it's time to figure out the collection process so you can collect all that money you let out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us one thing you're like specifically struggling with on that area, like collections. Like, is it your recency,
We
delinquency?
just got repos. All of a sudden, just
First quarter.
in.
So first quarter repos this year was one of the biggest times I've ever seen it in the first quarter. So you're not alone, Mary. Don't freak out, because it seems to be happening to everybody.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, hopefully you find those answers. Thanks so much for your time.
Oh, bye.
Bye. You're gonna be fine. Is it Abram? Abram Calhoun. Right. Where are you from? Louisiana. Louisiana. Yeah, best food in the world. It is. It's really. You see, it makes you have big muscles when you're from Louisiana. Little man. Hey, we're gonna cut back in here, and we're talking from Abram Calhoun from Louisiana, and you made it all the way out here to Las Vegas, to the Buy Here, Pay Here Summit. What are you here to figure out?
Well, came to get some knowledge, even though I'm missing crawfish season right now. Come up here. So,
I'll save some for you.
yeah. So I came to get some knowledge. You know, I have a lot of breakout classes. We had a great session starting off with compliance. So, you know, kind of catch up on everything.
What's your one pain point in your dealership right now?
For me, I'm always 4 to 5 hours away from the auction. So for me, you didn't get an inventory. I have to be on the road 3 or 4 days out of a week. So that's my pain point for that.
I mean, that's, everybody talks about the pain point of being inventory, and it can be. Do you not trust online bidding, or?
Yeah, I do. I did a lot in the beginning, but I kept getting burnt. So
Okay.
I'm going back the other way. I did a lot of online during
So I'm an
COVID.
online guy.
I'm back to in-lane.
Okay. So you have to drive somewhere and you walk the cars to really get to touch them, to feel them.
Yep.
What price car are you buying?
Right now we're probably at 7,000.
And you hear that from a lot of those buyers in that market. They want to touch them, they want to feel them, they want to drive them if they can. Yeah.
Cool. Have you found any answers so far? That like any good take-home notes from the first half day?
It's so many. It's hard to pinpoint on one.
Anything from?
I will say, guy who's always dressed so nice from California. BHPH.
Tim Lawrence.
Yeah,
Tim.
Yeah. He when he's talking about debt and how credit and all that work, we kind of resonated.
Yeah, and that's
a good one.
It was a really good one. What's funny is he's a debt lender, but he does understand that dealers shouldn't get themselves over their head because it's a surefire recipe to go out of business to have too much debt.
It is.
Well, cool.
Awesome.
Thank you, Evan.
Thanks, man. We'll see you on the
All right, bud.
weekend.
All right. See you.
Have a good one.
Thanks, man.
No, just keep talking.
No. I'm not going to tell this story while I'm talking. I'm not going to tell this story while
Just keep going.
we can't tell this story.
Hey guys, real quick to interrupt the episode and make sure you know about a great sponsor and supporter of the podcast, Blitz.
Blitz. I love it, Jeff. That is kind of like goes from the Facebook to just Facebook.
You're going to reuse that joke, aren't you?
It was funny.
Y'all will get that reference in a future episode. But Blitz has changed their name a little bit because they're launching more products. They're not just a payment platform, not just a processor, but they're also a collections platform, an analytics platform, and who knows what else Robin and the team are going to get into. But they've got the technology, they've got the know-how to help dealers in a lot of aspects of their business.
Yeah, data's hard to process from just everyday dealers, but Blitz is going to harness that. They're going to harness AI, and they're going to combine that with payment platforms and payment processing, which is amazing. So if you need a payment processor, you need a friend in the industry or a partner, Blitz is the only company I would recommend.
Okay, here we are with Chris Martin. Chris, where are you from? What's the name of your dealership?
Fayetteville, North Carolina, Team Easy Auto.
Team Easy Auto. I like that. It's like Team A.
And you may not know this. Chris was the president of NI80A what year?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I think
10 years ago?
I think just about, yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been involved for a long time.
2016.
And his dad was a famous race car driver.
This is royalty we have here.
Yes.
So, Chris, I got to ask you this question then. You've been obviously front to back in the industry. You've been around forever. You're here by your Pay Your United. What do you think you're going to learn or take home? What are you trying to learn by being here?
So many things to learn. The seminars have been great. Networking's always phenomenal. Every time I get to have a conversation with one of these guys, including, you guys.
You feel like you're still learning?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What pain point are you having right now in the dealership?
Do I have to limit it to one?
Give us your worst.
Probably the worst right now is just finding the right inventory.
We heard that a second ago.
Yeah, it's been really tough. We were a little soft this tax season. I think it would have been a lot better if we'd had the right inventory.
Yeah.
You got to have them selling.
Right.
More of the right inventory.
Good cars that are affordable.
Correct.
What's your ACV?
Right around 7.
Okay. Yeah. That's a hard place to buy. But you're
bottom.
But you're somewhere where there are a lot of auctions and there's inventory. What do you think? Why is it so hard to get them?
Well, same fight everybody else has, finding the reasonably priced car that I'm not going to have to spend $2,000 or $3,000 reconditioning.
And that will last the note.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll run the note.
Yeah.
Diamond in the rough.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
So what's the one good thing you believe that you're doing at your dealership right now that you could share with everybody?
We're working real hard to take really good care of our customers, provide great customer service, build relationships, and just.
How long have y'all been in business? I know it's been a while.
33 years.
33 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
be doing something right. Yeah.
Jinx.
Jeez.
All right, Chris. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks, bye.
Around.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You never know with her and the camera.
Never know with her and the camera.
Hey guys, here we are. Our first vendor of the convention. We have JP and Chad familiar faces of the podcast many times. Gentlemen, you're here. You're always here. You give a lot of value to the industry. You're always helping dealers. What are you seeing as the hot topics this weekend? What are the issues dealers are dealing with that has got you guys kind of like here putting out fires?
Well, I think it's still a little bit of the same where, dealers are shrinking. They still have kind of their same, workforce overhead that they haven't adjusted to. They haven't found kind of new and unique ways to continue to squeeze the lemon to get as much profit out of their infrastructure as possible. And so it's kind of this downward spiral that they can't get out of.
Are we still in the COVID hangover of we ramped up and started paying everybody too much and we overhired, and now are we still there?
I think so. Yeah.
No, I think 100%. And I think everyone right now is chasing that next idea instead of focusing on what the dealership has been strong at, from the beginning. They're seeing what everybody else is doing. They're seeing those success stories, and they think that's what they need to now go do. But they're really just getting their hands in too many different things. And I think that's actually hurting their profits.
They're leaving their core mission and going off into EVs or whatever.
or even becoming the hybrids. I think there's some value there, and there's something there for hybrid, but you just don't take a retail and all of a sudden say, hey, go sell some buy here, pay here, or vice versa. Right. You don't have the right manager in place or the right pay plan to incentivize one or the other. And I think dealers are they're searching, but they're not really taking the time to put it all on paper.
And the hybrid idea has come across, and we're not talking about a hybrid cars, we're talking about a hybrid business model. Jeff runs it pretty well, I think. But
I don't know, Luke, to that point, we're going to step in there. I even myself have been questioning over the last 6 months of whether I just need to steer completely back into buy here, pay here, and stop chasing retail dollar.
I did this years ago. I kind of tried to do it and realized I couldn't do it, so I turned in about face and went straight back into buy here, pay here. And it worked out for us because that was our core business, right? But people are chasing this because of cash flow, right?
Right. Well, I was just going to say, I completely agree. But I think it's tough for dealers not only to run that hybrid, but also to understand what is making the money, right? We've done some analyses lately where we're finding like, okay, I got a retail structure that has always done well. But my buddies have always done BHPH. I want to start rolling that out. And then you drill down, you look at it on a per deal and they're losing money and they never realized it because it's all kind of lumped together in a financial and you think, my bottom line's okay, but something's not quite right. So interesting. Yeah.
Where's the profitable deals? Where's the unprofitable deals? And to your point, the overhead aspect and just paring that down as sales slow or profitability slows. It's been a long time since I've had an employee ask me for a raise. I think about that weekly.
Interesting. It's coming, bro.
But to that point, I think the labor market is there where it wasn't like it was back in those days where people were coming to you constantly looking to jump ship or find a better pay raise. I think my employees are happy they have jobs and they're happy they're getting paid what they are. Yeah, I don't think that they're getting headhunted. I don't know if you're seeing that.
So this tax season, what is the one thing that y'all saw in the market that dealers probably need to improve on in the second quarter?
Oh, go ahead if you know something.
That's a good question. We saw pretty lucrative, pretty lucrative tax time for most dealers. Obviously, they had inventory issues 2 to 3 weeks in, right?
Sold too many cars quickly.
Right? We don't know what the aftermath is, right? In the months to come, what the bloodbath, the tax time high down kiss of death will produce. But just that thought that came to me earlier is, I feel like we're seeing a clear line of delineation between success and failure for those that have at satellite locations or multi-location sites, the active owner operator that's, living, breathing his business versus, someone passive and they don't have strong leadership,
Now we just got somebody walking through our camera here.
And that's our cue. Guys, thank you so much. It's been super informative and we look forward to chatting some more.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.